Hello, I'm JJ Buque. I'm president of Buque Distributing Company. In 2012-2013, I'll be serving as the campaign chairman for the United Way of South Louisiana. It is indeed an honor for me to serve in this capacity, as I've seen how the United Way has helped so many people throughout the four-parish area of Assumption, St. Mary, Terrebonne, and Lafourche. My business serves these same four parishes, and I've had a unique insight into the needs of our community. From the elderly to battered women, to children in need, to the hungry. The United Way for South Louisiana is a fantastic resource to the four-parish area and serves as a mechanism for funding for all of these folks in need. The 26 agencies that the United Way services are assisted by you. We can't do what we do without your help. One of these agencies is The Haven. They assist battered women and children within our four-parish area. Julie Pellegrin, the executive director, will share with you in detail exactly how they do this.
The Haven Shelter provides safe refuge for women and children who have been experiencing violence in their homes most times on a daily basis. When the children and the families arrive to the Haven, they are beaten down. They have been abused oftentimes for years, and they have nowhere to turn. They usually live very isolative lives, and they have no support systems. They come in with only the clothes on their backs and very little personal items at all. They are extremely scared, emotionally distraught, and really not knowing what's going to happen to them. Where can they live? How will they be safe? What will their lives be like? And so our goal is to help them to establish safety, because without safety, you can't really live a productive life. Help them to recognize that this is a safe place and that you can be safe and that people do care for you, because that's one of the most important things, is that they feel like they're isolated, no one cares about them, they feel like people think it's their fault. And oftentimes, no matter what a woman tries to do, she is unable to stop the violence that happens in her home. And she has probably tried everything at that point. And she blames herself, she thinks she's at fault, and she thinks no one will believe her. And so we really work on their self-esteem and then help them to build a network of supportive services that will help them to get out of that life, so that their children aren't exposed to it and that their children don't feel like it's okay, that they will continue to live that way generation after generation.
My name is Delphine Cook. I was once a resident at the Haven. I have been through verbal abuse, physical abuse, mental abuse. I think I just about went through it all. Scars heal, bruises go away, but you still find yourself dealing with mental abuse. The last account of the abuse I received was from my second husband. And he came home and he began punching me in my face. And then he couldn't hurt me doing that. So he put his body against mine and he began to beat me in my chest. Couldn't hurt me that way. So then he turned around and he punched me and he beat me and he scratched my face. And the beating was so bad so I couldn't go to work. And for 5 days I laid by him, and I promised myself that as soon as I could get away from him, I would call the police. And I will get me some help, because I needed help. It takes a lot of courage for women who go through the abuse to sustain and to try to stay in there, to fight for what they believe is right. But it takes even more courage to step away and say, this is not for me. I need help. I need to find a way to try and get through this and get over this and make it past this. And you have to have that courage. You have to have that stamina. You can't find yourself staying in a relationship that is destructive to you, a relationship that diminishes you as a person. You have to step out. I can tell as much of my story as I can, but it's up to that person. You have to take on that task. Make it that your goal in mind to say, I'm a better person. I am so much more than what this person is trying to make me.
What I always say about the Haven is that the Haven, working at the Haven, has given me many opportunities. The opportunity to see what is best about the community, which is people who will give of their time, their talents, and their treasures to help the community, provide services to individuals who otherwise would go without, and also the worst of the community, to see that people who are supposed to love you, who are supposed to care for you, would abuse you, would actually hurt you. And there's nothing that I could ever relate about seeing a child who's come into the shelter, who has only his pajamas on, and who has no idea what it's like to be loved unconditionally, who's constantly scared that if he does something wrong or touches something that he's not supposed to, that he's going to be hit or that he's going to be degraded verbally. And the opportunity that the Haven and the United Way has given me to make a difference in those people's lives is just, I'm forever grateful, because you could never understand what it's like until you sit there with the children and with women who have experienced the most horrific things society has to offer.
The Haven and Julie Pellegrin are a prime example of the agencies and folks throughout the four-parish area who are assisting people every day. The only way that the United Way can assist these agencies is through your help. It's through your personal giving that they are able to muster the resources for these agencies. Only you and the companies that you work for, through their matching contributions, can make a difference in our area. Without your help, we cannot meet these needs. Please consider giving, and I thank you for your time and effort.